Alright guys, welcome back to another project. I just did a little solar panel video, and I actually do have it right here. It's strapped onto my tripod with a zip tie. Problem is it's windy, so it's blowing it back and forth. It's kind of making it on and off charging, but hey, it's still giving me a little bit of battery. But today's project around here on the homestead, apparently they never end, so 6x6x10 and some ring accessories we're going to try to put out here. I guess backstory is some people showed up on the property and they seen the goats. So the goats are chewing on the electric fence. I guess the charger stopped working, but I seen them and I wanted to buy them, and I don't like people up here, and I want to be able to keep an eye on them now, because you never know. Sometimes when you tell people no, they get upset and then they try to come back and take things. So anyway, we're gonna put a camera up here where I can just check on them when I want, because sometimes little butt heads get their heads stuck in the fence. Still, they're still a little too small. Once they get a little bit bigger, their heads probably won't get stuck, but they're kind of in a spot I don't want them to be, so I may have to put a little piece of fence there too. But for now, I'm just gonna mess with this ring, which I don't know. I got the one set up. This is a different one. This is a ring outdoor. What's that? I guess these are lights. It has floodlights. I also got a solar panel for it, and it looks like it takes 2 batteries, honestly, but I got one right now. I didn't know it took 2 batteries. Hopefully it'll work on 1 battery, because that'd be some crap if they sold you one. Oh yeah, it looks like it's working on one. So that'd be some crap if they sold you one and it needed 2 batteries. I'd be kind of mad about that. I'm gonna try. Oops, what did I do? Try to get this QR code. I'm gonna set it on a post. Okay. I'm gonna set it on a post and see if I can pick up the Wi-Fi out here. Let's scan this QR code, but it's not wanting to. I, for the life of me, couldn't get the QR code to scan, but luckily there's you can do alternatives, and then there's a number you can type in. For some reason the QR code's so freaking tiny, I couldn't get it to. It's not there for a while, so solar panel's working pretty good. It's charging. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm waiting for it now to connect. I'm gonna have to move it around this area to find out where it'll connect. All right. We're probably, I don't know, 100 feet from the house maybe, so hopefully it'll work. It's ideal spot where I want it, but it probably won't work where I want it, so I'll have to walk back a bit. I'm putting it next to the grapevine trellis because the one post bent, so I can bend it back, screw it to this. I got a 6x6, so that shouldn't bend. And then we'll probably put 280-pound bags concrete next to it. That's usually what I use on everything, about 2 80-pound bags. Sometimes 3, just depends how rambunctious I get with my hole, if it's way big around. So I tried to do my fence post. I didn't want to use concrete originally. I just wanted to try to pat the dirt in, put a little bit of dirt, pound it in, put a little dirt. It doesn't work. The dirt will not drought, but when it dries up a good bit, the dirt shrinks, and then it just doesn't work. Just concrete your post. So all my other posts are concreted. They're exactly where I put them. The few that I started where I didn't concrete, they pulled them. Because you need tension on your fence, and it's a nightmare. Just put some concrete on them. Expanding foam ones are still decent where I put them, so that works, but it's just $20 a bag, and they're equal to a 40-pound bag. So then you would need 2 per 80 pound. It's just way too much money unless you can't handle picking it up and carrying it. So then it'd still probably be cheaper just to have someone come do it for you. So I'm trying to get the thing to connect. I'll mess around with that until I can get it connect. We'll come back, we'll dig the post, put it in. It's one of the projects. Next project is we're going to go up to the corner where I'm going to put the fence on the garden, the corner part of it, put the post in there. I'm just setting post. I just set post here, set post, and eventually we'll pull wire and we'll be done. The post is the hardest part. I'll probably hook the Mini X up maybe and try the auger out again. I didn't have very good luck with it at the beginning. before, so we'll give it a try again and see how it is, and then go from there. So it's just going to be a lot of little cutscenes here and there, me doing this and that, but bring you guys along with me. It's a nice day. Hope I don't have a heart attack digging holes in heat. The breeze is nice though. We do have a breeze. It's supposed to be humidity, high humidity today, but it's a good gust of 5 to 10, so should keep the humidity down. All right, guys. I think I got it installed where I want it, which is good. I just set it on top of a post over here, and then I got it hooked up. It was a pain in the ass. Somehow it turned off one time, and I'm over here clicking retry, and then eventually I found out it's turned off. Looks like it's updating, so there's updates. There's a nope noodle somewhere over here. I jumped over him, well, my ditch. I was not using the bridge, and he was down in here somewhere. I seen them all out, and then when I come back with the weed eater to trim this up, he's not here. So I mean, it was just a black snake. It's not like a big deal. I just really dislike snakes, so I don't want to step on one. So I usually pay attention pretty good, so I don't know. I'm gonna wait till it initializes, updates. I'll check, see if I can see something, and then I'm gonna get digging, and we'll put that post in, we'll set it up, and hopefully that works. What I'll probably do is I'll put it in the ground. I'm not 100% because I don't want to get it all set and then it not work right. These freaking goats. It's almost when they can sense when the electric fence is turned off, a little promise. But what do we got? Blah blah, installing. Alright, we're still installing. So like I said, I'm gonna go get my digging tools. I may finish weed eating what I was doing because I want to get a weed eater down, so luckily. I'll get my digging tools and get the hole dug. We'll set the post up. Now, being higher, it should get the Wi-Fi better. I would guess. I'm not 100%. I don't know how the waves work that direction. So now it's down on the post. I moved my truck because I think it sitting here was blocking it from the house. So I moved the truck out of the way. So hopefully, because I don't want to concrete this post in and then it not work because I moved it up several feet. But I want it up several more feet so someone can't just reach and put their hand over it or something. It's going to be about 8 or 9 feet in the air. I mean, they could probably jump, but at that time I'm going to see them with the other cameras. So, although I probably could have got a 2x12, you know, or sorry, not 2x12, 6x6x12, but then that's getting pretty beefy there and pretty tall. So I think it'll be all right. It'll be all right. We're gonna have a fence here after a little while for the garden, things like that. So I'm gonna let it update. Oh, it's updated. See if we can go live. There it is. It's looking at the sky, and I can do lights and sirens, and that's where I got it sitting. So that's cool. I'm happy with that. And what's the siren sound like? Let's see. Let's reply. Hi, we'll be right there.
Hi, we'll be right there.
Alright, so that's pretty neat. It's good. We're good. That's where I wanted it, so we could bend that post for my grapevine over, and I'm gonna run probably a wire from it to, I'll show you. I got that bush there growing. It's supposed to get purple flowers. Long purple flowers. It's only about a year old, maybe 2. But I don't know. The goat's probably gonna kill it now. I think someone's having fun. I might have saw a snake too, I don't know. Nope, noodles are out. There's water over there. But anyway, like I said, you're just gonna follow me around today. So I'm gonna go get the stuff. We'll dig the hole. You know, there's nothing new about digging holes. Just get your post hole diggers, mark your circle you're digging, use your digging bar to just soften it up, dig it out. So, let's see. lot better than the first time I tried it. First time wouldn't do much. Problem is we may be hitting some of the concrete. It's not too bad. It's a little maybe on an angle, but we'll straighten it up. So I'm gonna plunge it a few more times. Well, the solar panel's keeping my GoPro charged. So well, now we're at 77, but still that's pretty decent. Yeah, the machine has got a good bit of flaws, but it also is, look at that, we just dug the hole in just a record amount of time for actual digging holes. You know, if you dug any holes with fence post diggers and whatnot, it's 10-inch auger, so should be plenty enough around. We did go on an angle a bit, so I am going to straighten out the side here. I'm just going to dig. Oh, this ground's pretty easy right here. So weird. This ground's really weird around here. I got sandstone pockets. This is not bad right here. Pretty happy with that. This hole right here. I didn't dig super close to this 4x4 because it does have concrete in it, I believe. Nah, I really can't remember. I'm pretty sure I did concrete it. That's why I got mad, because it's like it curves. That was annoying. I'm gonna grab the 4x4 and try to manhandle it over here. I'm actually taking it apart, just back up. Let's get this ring dealy guy. How we doing? Looks good. I'm gonna set it over somewhere else out of the way. There's a person at your garden. That's me. Alright, it works pretty good. Like I said, I'm gonna grab the 4x4, we'll drop it down here, see what it looks like. I kind of like to dig my holes a little bit bigger than the 10-inch auger though, because I like to put a lot of concrete around them just to hold it pretty good. But man, it gave it a good start. We'll test it again on our next one up in the field over there, the corner of the garden. When we gotta dig it, it's gonna be a bit harder as it is sandstone up there most likely. Oh, there's an orange thing all down here. Well, that's probably pretty good. Should take about a bag and a half. Maybe 2 bags. Let's see if I can get this thing over here without busting my ass too hard. Gonna need a camera guy one of these days. Fortunately, this thing is not super duper good, which annoys me. I'm trying to pick lumber. If you pick lumber, you'll know. So I gotta keep an eye out for that nope noodle. Where the frick he went. Usually I'll just pick them up, tamp them down a bit. They'll kind of self-level if they're cut straight and flat. Which this one doesn't want to. Whew. For 6x6 is not that heavy. Trying to get it kind of leveled with my dealie. It doesn't want to do it. So yeah, there's a good bit around in there, so that's good. I'm gonna run. Let's see. So what we can do is we can just. I was planning on putting it right up against it, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Don't you stand? It's kind of standing. It's a bit windy though, but that's probably. It's not as tall as I thought it would be. Oh shit! Up there. Just gives a bird's eye view, I guess. It's not much taller than that. 1x4. I mean, it's. We dug down pretty far, so technically we could backfill it a bit. This camera has to be mounted at the very top point in the solar panel on the top. Probably should have went with the 12-footer maybe. The 12-footer, we would definitely be up a lot higher. Although we could backfill a little bit of dirt because it is a pretty good size hole. Little goat sneezing, it's funny. Yeah, we'll backfill a little bit. Which, I mean, that's only a couple inches. Isn't really gonna make or break anything. Ugh. That's a good bit. I think that's pretty good. I mean, I'm gonna have to try to square it with the other one there, and we'll level it. That's not too bad. It's a big honking post in the thing. You can see that one's like. So once that's all cured and dried, we'll pull it to it. So I don't know why yet, but we'll figure it out. And then I don't know. Kind of want to put another bridge here. Now I don't. Now I'm probably just gonna fence it. I don't want anybody to have easy access. I mean, I do have a bridge over there. We're gonna put a little gate. This will be fenced. That'll be fenced, barbed wire. If someone wants something, they're gonna do something. But I like to have a camera also where I can just check on them. Because sometimes these little butts get their heads stuck in the fence. Or I don't know. That's a small fence. They get out somehow. They squeeze underneath. So. While we're already here, let's roll on up to where our next corner post is going to be. We're kind of come off that corner gate. Oh, we're going to move this gate. We're going to put a 4-foot gate. Because once all the raised beds and stuff is, we're not going to be driving in there. So I'll take that gate, probably put corner or up at the road. I'm not sure. I might buy a different one for the road because I do have another one to get in there from there. I want gates everywhere. They're expensive, but to be able to get to your different fields, it makes it easier. We're going to come off that corner. This is the garden area we're in. That's my chestnut tree right there. He started out a rough life. A dog ripped him out of the planter, chewed him up a little bit, but now he's popping back pretty good. So, like I said before, I thought we were going to till this area. I need to push more dirt in, till it for the corn. Just on the other side of the chestnut tree, there's a drainage ditch. We're going to come up a little bit and fence along the drainage ditch. Next post is going to be up here in the corner. And the fence is going all the way down along this drainage ditch. I may landscape fabric and rip wrap it in a long future because our orchard is going to be up here with our pond and another fence there. Fencing. It helps when we can fence. Yeah. I need to get some water. When we can fence and subdivide sections, you get different animals sometimes you don't know. Someone drops off a horse, donkey, something. You want to separate things, more fences. See, I'm going to come off that corner. It won't be real straight because unfortunately, I don't know if I planned for this. We're going to come up here somewhere. Probably maybe put it here so we can run it straight to there and then down a little bit, somewhere in here. So I'll go get the Mini X and be over here in a bit. If anybody know about them things, it'd be slow. I'll be back. can see in hard ground, I don't know.
Maybe I was wrong. I'm still drilling them a little crooked though. I'm gonna have to straighten them up. It's hard for me to tell on the machine if I'm straight up and down. I try to let it hang, but see if we can get her. But yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it has a bit on the end, so I was scraping on some rock for a bit, but eventually pushed through. It's alright. I was contemplating on selling it. I bought the heavy duty version because I knew I was have rock. But it just takes a little bit longer. The auger's a bit slower. So far, so good. It's going pretty good. I still got a bit of an angle. I gotta still work on straightening it out. I try to let it hang, but I guess the machine's not super stout, so the auger's gonna go where it wants to go. But it seems to be doing all right. Took me a little bit longer on this one. There's something hard in there, and I do have a tooth on the bottom. I guess it grounded up finally. So, all right, that's gonna make my life a bit easier. I'm gonna just have to trim it up with the things. So that post is in, and then I have posts in a corner over there, which they're just there. So I want to block that off because people drive through my field to get to their field, which is annoying. I didn't even ask. So this post will go in. I'll pull a string to the other side, and we'll know where our gate's going and the other stuff in line. We'll go way down there and we'll put another one. There's already a string, you probably can't see it, but I have a string run. We'll go to it, drill one in, pull string all the way, and we can run a few more wood posts down this way, then T-post, another gate down there, and then up through the woods, around a little corner, and I already got a bunch of stuff up there. Don't want to use the auger up there because I do not call before I dig. So I do not want to hit it. Pretty sure it's a water line. I can see where the ground sunk where they put it in. So I kind of know where it's at. There shouldn't be no fibers because it's running on the pole. If you saw all my shorts a long time ago, they ran the fiber like 5 foot off my field and I almost took it out with the tractor. So, oh no. So I'm gonna mess with this a bit. I'm gonna punch a hole in, and I'll probably. I got roots and stuff hanging off the bottom of this thing. I hosed it off, but I didn't like power wash it off from last time. And people are blasting all over the place. Guess people are having fun. So I'll trim up the holes, and then we'll put posts in. That'll be 2 posts today. Didn't get a whole lot done. Got hung up in the hardware store. So far the solar panel is keeping the GoPro alive. If I could have it strapped down just a little bit better where the wind wouldn't be chucking it all over the place, it would do a little bit better, but right now my battery would be dead, so it's doing pretty good. That's a good sign. And then actually maybe I'll just go on down there and we'll punch the other one. So we can have this whole, so much to do because fence posts are expensive, and I have 5 right now, so I'm trying to just pop them in. I only grabbed 6 bags of concrete, and I usually use 2 per post, so I didn't want to grab a whole bunch because I didn't know how many holes I'm digging today. You get a set mind in your head, and then when you start doing it, you're like, ugh. Especially if some of this ground, especially if I was doing it by hand, we'd still be over at the other one right now. So that's pretty handy. I'll have to come here at the bar. I'll have to pop down this way just a little bit to straighten it. And I'm probably gonna sit here for a minute and get it a bit deeper because I'm only running 4 foot high sheep and goat. Is that UPS? What did I order? 4 foot high sheep and goat fence. So the post wants to be so high out of the ground. So that's not too bad. I guess he ain't coming here. Yeah. So we're out in total, we're gonna need a 4 foot walk-through gate, a regular size, I think, like, what are they, 12? I'm not gonna get a 16. 12 foot there, 12 foot there. We'll repurpose that one probably to there or down there. I'll probably put it down there. It's getting kind of old. I have to redo it a little bit. I was in a hurry and I just wrapped some wire on it to keep the goats from climbing through. So we'll refix that a little bit. And then put it down there in the corner. And then I just need a regular one. It's good to have one to get a truck through in case I have to get in here for the raised beds and stuff, or a tractor to till. So we'll put one right there in that corner. Still got to build our archways. We need to get 3 6x6 by 12s, I think. Because we'll put 2 in the ground and 1 across the top. And we'll put our gate in the middle, and we can run our fence. Get the field. The field's getting pretty close to being done. Well, no, it ain't. It is and it ain't. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. We need more of you guys like to subscribe so we can hire ourselves a farmhand. I feel bad for them because I'm very picky about stuff, so they're gonna have to have a good temper, I guess, or whatever. But anyway, let me get down here. I'll punch this corner. I'll come touch them up, and then we'll put some posts in. I usually try to find a stick. I'll dump a little bit of concrete in, poke it down with a stick, dump some more in, kind of compact it more so it's a lot heavier and around the post. And then I like to let them set up for a week or so, just because the ground around maybe moisture and may not let it set up good. Normally I get the red bags. The red bags are handy because within an hour they're pretty good to go if you're in quick fencing. It says 30 minutes, but don't trust that. At least leave it an hour. Otherwise you'll screw it up and then your post will be weird. But I guess I overdo my corners, but I prefer to have my corners and stuff super stout. You know, some of my attention to wire. You can go back and look at some of the videos. I usually come along with the truck and we ratchet and tension it, and then shoot it in with a gun. We got a fence staple gun. So, all right. GoPro's overheating a little bit, so I'll get you over here. Hopefully in the shade a little. The goats hear the bag of concrete, so they think it's goat feed. So I got me a stick, poking the concrete down, and my level. I'm just going to check where I feel like it's level. Goes off. And we're yonder and yonder. Alright, so I'm going to pour a little bit of concrete in it to hold it, which I'm going to have to let it go. Oh, and there's a hole in it. Easier with a helper, but in and out's pretty good, so we're gonna go about there. Sometimes if the hole's tighter, I'll just use rocks on each side to hold it. Guys, it's not food. Trying to breathe too much of that in. That's where your stick comes in handy. The whole garden hose is leaking down here though, but see, there's a bunch of air gap and stuff in there. You can come back, or no, go forward just a hair. And inside to side. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm gonna have to go find a better one because this one's too flexible. I just saw one down yonder somewhere in the note pit. Hopefully, ooh, shit. Hopefully the note boy ain't down here. Alright. So again, just kind of working the concrete down and packing it. I'll put a little bit of water, do the same thing. Help work it on down in there. We're off a little bit from this post, but we'll be able to put some kind of tension or something and pull it. Looks like we only need about a half a bag of this other bag in here. You don't have to do this, you can just dump it in there, but this ensures it's a lot tighter. Careful with wet concrete though. If you do this, it's got a chemical in it, it's gonna burn you. I'm just going to flatten it around. I'll mist some water on it, and then the junk part that'll crack will come off. I'm going to shower it. If you spray it directly, it'll like wash it away. This will help hold the. I don't got a trowel or nothing. Sometimes just take the stick and kind of this is a gravel mix. I usually just get the one ready mix. I don't get anything around there. See, this post is already pretty hardened from tamping it down. Alright, so that's pretty set up. That didn't go as planned with it breaking, but you know, it's not bad. it's not gonna look super duper because it's, again, lumber you get at the store. So she's gonna be hair crooked at the top and whatnot, but it's level down here. It's off a little bit there, but not bad. So time to help in the field and do the wood post. We'll get that done, and then over by the chicken house. Which actually we could probably do the chicken house one next because it's right there. The other one's way up in the field. Okay. Well, hopefully some of this audio is good for you. Microphone keeps turning off. Problem with the heat, nothing likes the heat. Here in Alabama, it gets pretty hot sometimes, so it's hard to record. If anybody has a recommendation on a good camera, well, I shouldn't say good camera because, you know, they're 10, 20,000. Even 4 or 5,000 is pretty expensive, but a decent camera that will record in the heat would be nice. And I may have to upgrade my DJI mics to the next iteration. Is it? When I record, I do hear the sound a little bit isn't as good. So, but anyway, guess thanks for following me around on my rambles. We'll edit something together, hopefully pretty decent. I want to get these couple posts concreted in. Which is, that's 1, 2. It's 2. I think I had 5 over there, so I got a few more. I may track my, how much concrete do I have? 2, 4. I got 4 more bags, so I probably won't have enough concrete today. So tomorrow maybe I'll do that. And then again, we're gonna need more T-posts for this side. We'll probably put another wooden post somewhere middle or maybe down the bottom of the hump. Because when you stretch your fence, it might pull your T-post up. So may have to do 2 more wooden posts. One at the bottom of the hump, one here. We'll just split the differences. And it'd only be like 2, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 6 T-posts. I got about 10, 12 feet. I'll be able to slap one in between because this is just mainly keep rabbit stuff out. We're not, won't be any animals trying to get in this section except for up there. The goats will be up in that whole field, which kind of bothers me because I am putting the camera in to watch them, but now they'll be up there. You know. What are you gonna do? Anyway, guys, do like and subscribe. Like I said, let me know about a camera and what are your thoughts on this panel, which I did a video on it already, and I'll post a short on it real quick, and I'll catch you guys later. All right, I ended a little odd, so we got the post up on the hill in. We got the one over there. I got this one set up. I got the camera and the solar panel on there. Figure I just end on a good note. I was pretty beat, so I got in the shower, got out. I got some of my birdhouses on there. Need to print some more out. Gonna make it a birdhouse post. There she is. Our solar panel plugged in the battery. Basin, you can see the whole field, so that's pretty good. And again, once we get them up in the upper field, I may just turn it a little bit where it'll face this road, or move it over to this tree. So. But the sun doesn't really get onto that tree to keep it charged, so I'm not sure yet. But there you go. I figured I would take over there real quick. How to get that all mowed. Goats and electric fences, they do work sometimes, but that charger's getting weak, so it only works if it zaps their nose. See, the old ones kind of know, they don't mess with it, but the young ones, I guess it hasn't been zapping them. Alright, I'm bushed. I gotta get in and get something to eat, and then tomorrow I got to put some 3-posts in on my far fence headed towards the road. Hopefully the Mini X can reach over the fence. I have barbed wire there. Hopefully I can reach over it and drill my post. So, and get them in. And then it'll just be let them dry for until next weekend. Which hopefully, let's see. Oh yeah, I need to grab my batteries and stuff. I already left one out in the rain by accident, but it's alright, so it's a good thing about buying good tools. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Let me try to edit this. I got so many videos all over. Hopefully I can get them in the right order. But I think summer's rolling in. Our next big purchase for Harbor Freight is going to be their concrete mixer, which, heck, it's only $269, so tax bite your ass, so it'll be about $300. But the project will be, there's kind of a sidewalk in there. The plan is, my neighbor has a small dump truck. I'll get him to drop me a load of gravel. We'll dig this thing out. I don't know, we might hammer drill a few holes into it. So when we flip it with the Mini X, it breaks in pieces, and we'll throw it down into the ravine down there. The road washes out sometimes. There's a big pipe, but sometimes the water comes way up over. So we'll just chuck it down there to help keep it from eroding. And then we'll move these stairs next to this bush temporary. We'll end up building new stairs. And the porch, it needs redone. I need to put 6x6 posts in. Them ones are all messed up. So we got a bunch of projects. Concrete mixer will be handy, and I'm not doing that dry pour because that's stupid. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, I guess it could work, but it'd take forever for the moisture to make it all the way through all the concrete to get it evenly wet. It's better just to mix it. So if you like that, that's fine, but we're not gonna do that here. Yep, that post up there, hole was pretty decent. Took about, a bag and a half. Just took a bucket of water up, dumped in a little bit, did the same thing, got it all good, sitting there. Ow. So, if any of you guys have a remedy for fire ants that gets rid of them completely, that would be helpful. So all I do is chase them around. Kill them here, kill them there, kill them here. I guess they're tilling the ground up for me, but they're just annoying. Stay safe. I'll catch you guys later. Do like and subscribe, and go check out the older videos if you don't mind. Our watch hours is definitely going up. Pushing our money up, and we're able to go get more stuff. So stay tuned.